students, good morning to everyone. Welcome back to our English class. Page number 126, chapter number 9. Madam rides the bus. Today I am going to complete this chapter, and this is the last portion of our chapter. So be engrossed and let's see what further development takes place when Wali returns home. So students, in our last class you found that, or you learned that Wali found her mother awake from her afternoon nap when she returned home, and she found her mother talking to one of her aunts who lived in the South Street. The aunt spoke so much that Wali called her a real chatterbox. Real chatterbox means one who speaks too much or one who talks so much. So we can call a real chatterbox as a serious, talkative natured person. So Wali's aunt was a chatterbox, a talkative woman, and she found her mother talking to her aunt who lived in South Street. It was so difficult to make her stop talking. That's why she was called a talkative lady or a real chatterbox. So question could be asked that who is referred to as real chatterbox? So Wali's aunt who lived in South Street is the complete answer. And another question could be formed that why she was called, why Wali's aunt was called or referred to as a real chatterbox, because it was so difficult to make her stop while talking. So that's why she was called a real chatterbox. So that lady, the aunt, even asked Wali a question that where she had been, and without giving her enough time to reply, she resumed talking. So Wali too didn't want to disclose or didn't want to give the reply. She was not interested in telling her mother or her aunt or revealing the fact that she had been to a town in a bus all alone. So she remained silent, she didn't reply, and she also found that the aunt had not waited for her reply. So, taking the benefit of the moment or taking the advantage of the moment, she avoided any conversation regarding where she had been. Now we shall start from here. Okay, till now we had finished. So let's see what happens next. Yes, you are right, her mother said. So still the conversation between Wali's aunt and her mother is going on, and now it is mother who is saying that yes, you are right. So who is you here? You is aunt. So mother is giving an affirmation reply to aunt, saying that yes, she was right. Where she was right, to which statement the mother is giving consent. She says that so many things in our midst and in the world outside. See, she says so many things in our midst and in the world outside. How can we possibly know about everything? So this is a question statement, interrogative sentence is there, and the mother is saying that you are absolutely right. It is not possible for us, although this is an interrogative question, but what the mother is the intention of mother is to say that she is confirming actually to the aunt that yes, she was absolutely right, that it was so difficult to learn about each and everything which happens not only in the outside world but even around us, around the people in their surrounding. It is too difficult to get to know about each and everything, because recently Wali had visited the town and she had left the home during the noon time, and the mother had no idea about it. So although the mother was not talking about that incident, still the mother was not aware when the Wali had returned. Neither the aunt nor the mother was aware of the fact that Wali had come from her visit to a town. So they were having a normal conversation. So this conversation was going between Wali's mother and aunt. So they were generally speaking about that a number of things happens, a number of events takes place, a number of happenings goes on, not only in their surroundings but also in the outside world, and it is not possible to know about each and everything. And even when we do know about something, we often can't understand it completely. Can we? So the mother is again further added that can we means she is again confirming that can we know, can we understand completely each and everything even if we comes to know about something. So here the mother mean to say that although it is difficult to know about each and everything, but even if it comes to know, even if we have knowledge of something, then also it is not possible to understand it completely. So let's see what happens. Oh yes, breathed Vali. Immediately Vali replied, oh yes. What? Asked her mother. What's that you say? So the mother couldn't understand why Vali interrupted and why she said, oh yes, because she was not talking to her daughter. Rather, she was having conversation with the aunt. So mother couldn't understand that when she was talking with her Vali's aunt, and at that time Vali was not present in the home. She had entered into the house. Then how come and why Vali replied, oh yes, what she meant to say that? So mother asked her, what's that she said? So Vali replied, oh, oh, said Vali, I was just agreeing with what you said about things happening without our knowledge. So Vali was also surprised that she had replied, oh, she didn't remember that the conversation was going on between mother and the aunt. So she all of a sudden said, oh, so she simply replied that, oh mother, she was just agreeing with what she had said about the things happening without their knowledge. So Vali was trying to tell her mother when she heard talking about the endless possibilities in the world one was unaware about, and even if one knew, it was another thing to understand. So Vali affirmed to what her mother was saying, leaving both of them astonished. Not only the mother was surprised, but the aunt, the talkative, the real chatterbox aunt, was also astonished and surprised on hearing the affirmative answer of Vali. So she then justified her reaction by mentioning that she was just a chit of a girl, she is, said her aunt. And yet, look how she pokes her nose into our conversation, just as though she were a grown lady. So here this conversation is by aunt, and she said just a chit of a girl, देखो कैसी पिद्दी सी लड़की कितना बोलती है दादी अम्मा जैसे. In our day to day life we encounter such type of children who speaks beyond their age, who pokes their nose, who interfere or pass comments when your mother or your grandmother or your elder or the adult people in your family, they have conversation among themselves. So many times we found that children speaks a lot of things beyond their ability, beyond their age, and beyond their limitation. So that's why the aunt called Vali as chit of a girl, and she said that she is just a chit of a girl, and see how she pokes her nose. So the aunt meant to say that Vali must not interfere in the conversation between theirs, because she was a simple girl, a young girl, a small girl. She shouldn't have interrupted into their conversation. So she was poking her nose. Poking her nose means it is an idiom, or it is a phrase which means to interfere in others' matter which is beyond their limits or age. But Vali smiled to herself. She didn't want them to understand her smile. See, Vali smiled to herself. And what was the reason of her smile? She smiled, she was elated, she was happy that no one had come to know about her bus ride. That's why she smiled to herself, because she couldn't disclose, or she didn't want to disclose anything. She didn't want them to understand her smile. So this smile was a hidden victory of her, hidden achievement or hidden journey of her, which was reflecting through her smile, and she didn't even want to disclose about her. So this Vali knew that she was this aunt was referring to her as a chit of girl, because after all no one knew about her birth journey. She was the only one who knew that how well she had executed the plan, and she left her house when her mother had gone for after an afternoon nap, and the way she accomplished her journey, and then she returned back in the time period which she had decided, she had planned. So Vali was very happy and very elated. And that was the reason she smiled to herself that at last she had reached her home, and no one had the idea or no one knew about her successful bus journey. But then there was not much chance of that was there. So Vali thought to herself, she thought that there were no possibilities, there were no chances of knowing anyone, that in future too no one will be able to know that Vali had ever gone to a town visit by a bus all alone. So that was why that little girl was very very happy. So Vali thinks smilingly and happily that her mother had no clue about Vali's little adventure, and she was thrilled at having made a successful attempt at her plan without being found out even by her mother. So student, this is all for your today's chapter. This is complete, and see, this chapter was written in Tamil language, and later on it was translated by K.S. Sundaram. Okay, although it was written by whom? Vallikanan, but it was translated by K.S. Sundaram and illustrated by R.K. Lakshman, who is a popular cartoonist. And there is a picture in the book of a cow. I show you again if you remember. So that picture, that illustration is made by R.K. Narayan. Yes, this one. See the bus in which Vali was sitting, and this young cow running, raising its tail. So this picture is known as illustration, and it is created by or made by R.K. Lakshman, a popular and a renowned cartoonist. So students, your chapter is over, and in your next class I would take the revision of your Long Walk to Freedom, which is made by Radheshyam sir. So have that video in your next class, and be prepared with those two chapters, Holi and this Madam Rides the Bus, for your upcoming examination, which will be declared soon by the message. You will get a message of your timetable of your examinations very soon. So be prepared and keep doing your work. I will send 2 questions in the homework group. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.